U.S. Coast Guard Boot Camp by Business Insider, Part 2. Let's go.
Everyone is counting but you. And then you cross that threshold when I can see you. Then you start doing the right thing. Get over here. Get over here. Get over here. Chair sit. Chair sit. Feet shoulder width apart right now. Doing the right thing even when no one's looking. Say it, you.
Doing the right thing when no one's looking.
Louder.
Doing the right thing when no one's looking.
Louder.
Doing the right thing when no one's looking.
Louder.
Now, Roman chairs work. Everybody try that at home. After you put down your beer and your potato chips, lean against the wall, get like that 90 degrees with your legs, and just sit there. It's like treading water. It looks easy till you do it. Those work. Those are great exercises. And if you leave somebody like that for about 45 seconds, a minute, they start caving. Have you guys ever done those? Put that in the comments.
Shut your mouth.
Exactly.
So take it. Tell me exactly why. Why you think it's okay to do whatever the hell you want, and then someone sees you, and then, oop, wake up, time for me to start doing the right thing. Not good to go. Not good to go. Get upright. Fly away from me.
Do you have any idea what he's saying? I know if he was in Marine Corps boot camp, they'd get after him for not making sense. Sounds like he's having like a seizure or some sort of health condition.
In addition to undergoing intense physical and psychological challenges, the recruits actually spend the bulk of their time in the classroom.
The Coast Guard basic training is heavy in academics. It's almost, we use the term sometimes that it's like drinking information through a fire hose.
Recruits are trained to fight fires. This so-called wet room is used to simulate a fire on a Coast Guard cutter, giving the recruits a realistic firefighting scenario. The recruits are trained in marksmanship and seamanship.
We're gonna practice on our knots right now, so everybody get your lanterns out really quick.
Now, I can say growing up in a water area in Florida, I'd see the Coast Guard going down, and they'd have M16s, pistols on their side. They're fully locked and loaded. So maybe at some point they learn how to shoot an M4 today. But those guys are always carrying weapons.
While filming in this class,
Come up through.
one recruit gestured towards our camera. An officer spotted this, and while the recruit was privately reprimanded for the offense, the entire company would have to pay the price.
You people want to act like actual crazy people all day at seamanship? I got a tool for that. 200 seconds, back online with a full canteen, go. Fly, 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 little blue blurs, little blue blurs. Ears. Feet shoulder width apart right now. Get your canteens above your skulls. Fingers interlaced, cap facing the overhead. You people have absolutely no self-discipline. Absolutely no self-discipline. So you're just going to remind yourselves, we have no self-discipline.
Okay, that doesn't look hard. Maybe if you had to do that for a long time, you die of boredom. What I think they should do, here's an idea. Make them drink like 5 canteens of water, which that's not really a canteen, and then PT them right after. That would work. This, I don't know. Doesn't look like too much to me.
Go!
We have no self-discipline. We have no self-discipline. We have no self-discipline.
Get your biceps to your ear. Get your biceps to your ear.
We have no self-discipline.
Scream your face off. Get louder. Get louder. We have no self-discipline. We have no.
I could see some bends and thrusts, some mountain climbers, side strata hops, push-ups, you know, the whole routine. I don't know. This doesn't seem like too much to me. Again, I'd suspect my grandmother could do this, or I've seen her do this in yoga. It doesn't look like much.
Self-discipline. We have no self-discipline. We have no
There he goes again.
We have no self-discipline.
Get it up, Lincoln. Up.
We have no self-discipline.
Hey, let's add a few minutes for that there, Victor. Thank you, shipmate. Thank you. We have.
You know, maybe after 7 minutes, it would sort of wear out your shoulders. I've never done it, so let me back up a second. Maybe holding the Camelback bottle for 7 minutes would wear you out if I was a Coast Guard recruit and I was 18. Doesn't look like much. Have you guys ever done that in the Coast Guard? I've never seen that as a physical punishment.
No self-discipline.
You might think a small water bottle with water in it isn't that heavy, but after 20 minutes, your shoulders kind of get a little heavy, and once the sweat starts dripping in your eyes, you want to definitely put it down. But let me advise you, do not put it down because you will be holding the water bottle up for a longer period of time.
We have no self-discipline.
I have to say the instructors in this are easy on the eyes. They definitely have, everybody here seems pretty squared away. Good shape, attractive, bravo Coast Guard. Now, I think in 14 minutes, you could wear somebody out in about 3 with a lot more activity. Just put them on the quarterdeck and wear them out. Bends and thrusts, mountain climbers, push. The routine,
It's immediate recognition for their mess ups. It's immediate recognition for something that they're doing wrong. I let them set their own pace.
You know what you do on these, since there's only one drill instructor, is when she's got her back turned to you, you drop it, then you pull it back up. If you ain't cheating, you ain't trying in these things. You got to take advantage of it now. There are cameras there, but I'm sure that's how it works. I don't know how many instructors there are per platoon. It looks like just one, so you could probably get away with some stuff here.
Very challenging to get through it. You just almost laugh at your own pain because you're out of breath from screaming so loud, your shoulders are burning. It's a huge relief when the whistle blows and you get told to put your arms down.
Ears! Drop the canteens.
What in the hell are they saying? I something. I thought it would be like Master Sergeant, but there was no Master Sergeant in the Coast Guard. I ma'am, I chief, I something, petty officer.
Before graduation, recruits receive their orders for where they'll be stationed after they leave Cape May.
Davis! Where'd you want to go, Davis? Let us know. You're going all the way across to Hawaii. The exact opposite area.
Will that work for you, Davis?
Is that good enough?
Yes, Seaman!
All right. You can't get Puerto Rico, you got Hawaii. That's pretty good, right?
The good part about the Coast Guard, at least you're on the water. So every place you're at, it's going to be like have a beach maybe. Now, Alaska may suck in the winter, but you're not going to be in like Kansas, right? So you're going to be in some place that it's on the water, stuff to do. That's a +1 for the Coast Guard. No offense, Kansas.
Where'd you want to go?
J-Rod, Syracuse, Bishop, anywhere, war!
Recruits can request the region
Alaska,
or
bro.
district where they'd prefer to be stationed after graduation.
Where'd you want to go?
We used to call that a wish list. Now, they're getting done, so 8 weeks, and then they're going off into the fleet. So they don't have any other training, apparently. That's what it looks like. You guys know, put that in the comments. So 8 weeks, and you're off to the Coast Guard doing business.
Barrett Greenwell, Syracuse Parker, on any Coast Guard cutter.
Winner. Coast Guard cutter Shackle, South Portland.
But their requests aren't always granted.
Where'd you want to go?
J-Rod, Syracuse Tower, California!
My
You're
Lord,
going
bro.
to Alabama.
Woo! Alabama!
On the Friday of week 8, the recruits are ready for graduation. Friends and family gather for their first glimpse.
If you ever see these guys down, say, in the Florida Keys or around Miami, they do all the drug interdiction work. I don't know who they do in conjunction with, but you'll see these big cutters flying. And you've seen the programs that are chasing like a cocaine sub coming out of Colombia. That seems like the exciting part. The part about getting some drunk boater 3 miles offshore sounds boring. But if you guys ever dealt with the Coast Guard, I have. I'll tell you about that later.
Of the recruits since the beginning of boot camp. Sexton Hall, boot camp is just beginning for Whiskey Company. That's the group we first met at the Philadelphia airport.
Attention on deck!
Before the company is officially formed, they're addressed by Captain Owen Gibbons, the commanding officer of Training Center Cape May.
I can make you the following 3 promises. Promise number 1, this will be hard. Do not be afraid of that. Change is difficult. But if you give us your all, we will prove to you that you can do more than you ever thought yourself capable of.
Yes, sir!
Promise number 2, I insist that you meet every single standard of this program in order to graduate, but we will assist you to meet those standards. Do you understand?
Yes, sir!
That assistance will not always be comforting, but it will develop in you the knowledge, skills, and abilities, the attitudes that you will need to leave here.
Seems like they got a pretty squared away program. Like I said before, you got to think about their mission. They don't need to be toting around rifles and heavy gear. They're going to be on a boat. But they seem like they have a lot of discipline expected, which is refreshing.
And immediately begin performing frontline Coast Guard missions in service to the American public. You understand that?
Yes, sir!
Promise number 3, you will be safe. Let me say that again. You will be safe. You will train in an environment that is free from intimidation or discrimination based on your race, creed, color, gender.
Okay, well, I don't like him now. Intimidation's part of it, right? Discrimination, of course not. Intimidation, hell yes.
Religion or orientation. You will not be assaulted and you will not be harassed. Do you understand that?
Oh, come on.
Yes, sir!
Smacking around never hurt anybody.
You can do this. But the only question on our mind is, are you ready?
There must be a lot of on-the-job training because they go 8 weeks of this, then they go out in the fleet. Seems like there's got to be something else, like an A school the Navy has. But then the comments, if you know, because I heard earlier, they're going off to the duty station.
Yes, sir!
We're just about to find out.
Now their DIs, or whatever they're called, very squared away. Campaign covers, pissed off face, check. Thanks for watching.